Hello.
Hello
Welcome back.
to Is It Tho podcast.
You see how his reaction changes?
Yeah.
Like that.
We're talking about
What you talking about, Blitz?
Y'all don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
BTS? Oh, record it. Man,
What is
we
that?
should have recorded it.
Oh.
BTS.
BTS. Oh, the Snapchat account. Speaking of Snapchat, yeah, social media. Help, Justin.
Help. Follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes. I saw that. It's gross.
They don't see it.
And remember to click the bell when you subscribe to us on YouTube.
And this is not for kids.
It's for kids.
It's not for kids. I don't want to get sued.
It's for kids.
It's not for kids. It's not for kids.
So, how goes it?
How goes it? What's wrong, Trey? Cheer up.
Yeah, Trey.
I am happy.
You're not happy.
Keep your head up.
My head is up.
No, it's not. You were just mad not a second ago. You were just mad before the camera went on.
Did you think that happens to like actors and shit?
Fuck yeah, that does.
Yeah.
They have to like leave all their shit aside.
Blowing
and then
up
Yeah.
to fucking other
That's what he's
people.
doing. He's acting.
Yeah.
This is
That's
all
all.
a facade, people.
It's all a ruse. But don't we all put up bruises all the time?
Bruises?
Ruses.
Bruises.
Still a
Bruises,
ruse.
like how Justin was bruised last week.
Yeah, but they didn't see it on the podcast.
He wasn't bruised.
It was just makeup. That's what they say. It's just makeup. Yeah, we'll wipe it off.
I just burned myself. It's not a hickey. That's what they say. Sorry. I actually did burn myself in high school with my curling iron right here.
Yeah.
And it looked like a hickey. So everyone was like, oh, you have a hickey. No, bitch. It was my curling iron. Man, and the second it happened, I was like, fuck.
That sucks.
But, yeah.
Dude, I've seen videos where girls like clip their fucking ear,
Ugh.
like, and they're like, ah! Dude, that shit must hurt.
Yeah. Welcome to the life of a female.
Female.
How they burn their foreheads.
I'm glad I have a
All
dick.
kinds of things.
What? Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Sucks to be that.
Did you say you're glad you have a dick?
Yeah.
Cool. Me too. I'm just kidding.
Justin's running for president. Da, 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 da. Cut to your clip. How to have a dick. Justin Salazar, 2020.
Speaking of
Oh,
2020.
that's this year, right?
2020.
Oh, yeah, duh, Trump 2020.
2020. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Where's a piece
Where
of
have you
paper?
been?
Up
Where's
in
a
the
piece
sky.
of paper so I can rip it?
Wall.
Whoa.
So what are we talking about in this podcast?
Today we're gonna dive into a little bit of the myths, a little bit of because kind of 90s, but a little bit of like shit that we heard and shit that we
Myths,
saw, like
urban legends, mythology,
mythologies, and see
Zeus,
how shit
Kratos.
spread. Because if you think about it, okay, let me mention one myth that we all heard. Have you heard
No.
this myth?
Mm-mm.
Marilyn Manson took out his rib to suck his own dick.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
did you hear
I
it?
think we've all heard of that.
Yeah, but how'd you hear
But
it?
how'd you hear it?
School.
Exactly. How did that get around? How did that like?
I don't know.
How did shit get around like that? Spread out like? Oh, did you hear that, Marilyn Manson took his own dick?
I don't know. To be honest, I think like someone's older brother was like told me, and then I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, that's true. And I was like, what the fuck? And they were like, look it up, and I didn't know how to work a computer, so I was like, I guess it's true.
Was there a computer? Oh yeah, there was a computer, but just like it was dial-up internet, and I think it's just, I think even in the early '90s where we never went, it's just more proof that we love Cheeseman.
Yeah, I would say. Well, I mean, the fact that we didn't really know. We were so young, we didn't know how to like how to look it up, how to ask around. We just believed whatever we believed because we were kids.
No.
That's great.
Yeah. So and also have you know about the symbol also in high school? It's called an S, the cool S.
Mm-hmm.
The gangsters.
The 6 lines.
Yeah, 4 lines.
3.
Before we get into those two, that's what we kind of dive into for these two myths.
6.
These two myths for the week.
Myths
Right.
or
Myths.
myths with the THS.
Hashtag debunking 90s myths. So apparently, the whole rumor was started by the liberal media. No, by the media because back in the day, this is when Marilyn Manson was kind of like in. I won't say before he got in hot water because it was before the Columbine shooting, the side event that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, Marilyn Manson came out and he was basically this, the Antichrist figure and different things. And most people blame it on like, oh, no one spoke to him or whatever. But really, if you leap more in history into Marilyn Manson, you learn that he grew up in a very religious household and he was forced to go to church, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was forced to listen to basically like Christian music, saying, and only listen to Christian music and saying you can't listen to this other music because it's bad. It's secular. It's
Yeah.
And he obviously rebelled and he said, I don't want to be a part of it.
Makes sense.
And then ultimately he's like, I'm going to focus more on what I want to do because doing what I'm not supposed to is kind of like a thrill, kind of like a chase. But that's not where it ends. You look even deeper, you find out when he was a little kid, let's just say he was going down a hallway. His grandpa stayed there at the house, right?
And he fucked him.
Used his uvula as a speed bag.
Uvula. Oh!
And so it's like he was really tormented,
was.
and then growing up and Jesus Christ, and so
It's fucked up.
that leads to him to become Marilyn Manson. Also, fun fact: he was a child actor beforehand.
No, where did he come out of?
I don't know the name of the sitcom, but it was a sitcom also in the 90s. He was in, he played like a child actor or whatever. So he was involved in that. But before the whole rumor started, because he was this whole Antichrist figure. He was doing like weird ass videos and misshapen things. So apparently, what happened was it was at one of his shows. Because he did wild shit at his concerts, right?
Yeah.
A cop saw him before performing oral sex, as they say, on stage. Because like he did like not in public, but like behind a screen, and he was like basically performing oral sex to a dude, right? It looked like shadows. He was like sucking his own dick, but really it was a woman wearing like a big ass dildo, and that's why he was doing it. But so the cop basically went to the media, was like, yeah, that's almost had to stop the concert. This, that. He's doing this crazy. And I guess that you can say the media picked that back up and started basically playing telephone. Like, oh, he did this, oh, he did this. Or it basically became the first telephone rumor that fucking got out of hand. And then ultimately after Columbine happened, that's when the media became all crazy. Like what the media's doing to Donald Trump, that's what they did to Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
And they fucking spread all these rumors, all these lies, and he got blamed, and that rumor perpetuated itself to become this big thing that we all hear in school now.
That's cool.
His thing is like, it's like, obviously I never did that. That's retarded, because if you look at interviews, you find the guy's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think, but he's like, no, I didn't do that. Like,
yeah.
He's like, I would.
But if you're a kid, you're like,
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I remember as a kid hearing that if you eat a whole bag of Pop Rocks and drink Coke, your
stomach will blow up.
Yeah. That shit's great.
Did you try it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh.
I want to do that.
I found a video.
So is he Marilyn? Like, his name is
No,
Marilyn?
his name is Josh.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
No
it
idea.
first started like Marilyn Manson and so and then he was like Marilyn Manson. And the media, like, that's the thing. Basically drove him to be more like, oh, wild and shit. But yeah. Also, funny story before we dive more into fucking Marilyn Manson.
He paints.
Yeah, he paints. But, when I was a little kid, before, I think Audrey was born when she was little. Michael. Shout out to Michael. Like in the trash bags you buy, it comes with little plastic ties.
Yeah.
Fucking Michael told me, if you put the little plastic ties in water, that becomes trash bags.
Stupid.
So my dumbass there puts fucking thing into a water for like a week
like,
out, and so Michael, look, it's not working. He just started laughing. He's like, "What are you talking about? Like, you told me this." He started laughing and walking away.
I think Michael also told me that if I ate the crust on my bread because I didn't like the crust, I could whistle. And I ate the crust. Still can't whistle.
Still can't whistle.
So,
I remember
Michael,
those,
you got some explaining to do.
I remember those ties, those little ties, I would like peel them and then get a battery and put them in both ends.
Oh my god.
And like it would get really hot, so I would burn like stuff with that. You didn't know that?
Shout out to Real Hondo Education.
I
You're
lived
such a
in San Benito
devious little-
and Arlington before Real Hondo.
Explains
so,
it. Such a devious
but yeah.
devious person.
How? It's just
Because you're always like
little
You're
kid
just
shit.
curious.
touching
to the max.
shit, burning shit. There's a cat, you punt it, and then
You put it.
I haven't kicked. Well,
What?
just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't do as much damage as this
I
one
know.
over here. I do try to put her in water though, so she
Yeah,
can freak out.
that's pretty funny,
That's
but
funny.
not funny. Because
Yeah.
she makes funny noises. Like, "What?"
I remember drawing that S
Yeah.
like all the fucking time.
Yeah, me too.
All the time. Every time.
so cool. I can draw the S.
How did that come about? Do you know?
yes, I know how it came about. But before we jump into that, what do you think about the whole Marilyn Manson thing? Do you think it's just like a whole fucking first game of telephone, first cheese man? Do you see that going on nowadays?
I don't think it's the first game of telephone. I mean, obviously there was things before that, but yeah, cheese man. People hear something crazy, they like back then no proof. I mean, it sounds he was very odd to people, so I mean, like that would be like you know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
he's
back
an
then I
artist.
didn't really give a shit about Marilyn Manson. So when I heard it, I was like, okay, cool.
Sounds about right.
Pretty much. I was more worried about girls
Excuse me.
when I was like in 8th grade.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Really?
I was
8th
more
grade?
I was more worried about like tearing up girls' notes in front of their faces and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah. Oops. Sorry.
it. Happens to the best of us.
Does it? Do you still do that?
Do what?
Tear
Would you
up?
do anything mean to a girl like that?
I feel like you would.
No,
in,
fun
like,
fact. First girlfriend.
in a fit of rage.
First girlfriend I ever had. I didn't know how to have a girlfriend, so I had her friends talk to her, the girl I liked, and then he's like, oh, "Okay, you guys are dating now." And you're like, "Cool."
Those are the good old days.
Oh yeah.
And then just like nothing happened, just like, "Okay, cool." Think about it, 'cause two awkward
Do we
people.
hold hands now? Like,
Yeah, like hold hands. But
this is weird.
it
This
was
is
weird.
new.
It was a
Yeah.
really awkward thing because at the time I was like kind of heavier and just like.
Kind of. I'm just kidding. He's pretty thick. He was a Gordo.
Gordo.
That was his nickname.
Really?
Mhm.
My mom's nickname was
Hashtag
Gordo.
my family fat shaming to being skinny. What?
I
I
mean,
It's a
was
joke,
Gordo.
mother. It's a joke.
your dad's pretty hefty.
My dad tells me I'm fat. I am not fat.
Your dad's pretty out there.
Yeah.
You're fat.
You're the reason I throw up.
Oh my
kidding.
god.
Also,
I'm
there
just
was-
kidding.
I remember like
I don't throw up.
I remember 2 girls coming up to me and saying, "Hey, like Priscilla likes you and she wants to date you." I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "So is that a yes?" I'm like, "Sure." And then they go and like and then she comes up to me later in the day and she's like, "I heard you're talking to Brittany." And I'm like, "Dude, if you're going to be like that, then I don't want to be with you." And then I walked away and she started crying. And I was like, "Okay." I remember this one girl was like super fucking obsessed with me, like dead obsessed. She would follow me to class. She was 2 grades under me and she would follow me to class. Like if I looked behind me, she was like 3-4 bodies behind me. And she'd be like, "Bye." I'm like, "Okay."
What grade was this?
8th? I think her name was like
Don't get her name.
Why? No one's gonna watch this. I mean, like,
What a
Well,
No-
we're sponsored now.
no one. Oh,
what a
kidding.
dick.
no one from Rohan is gonna watch this
What?
because Rohan's lame.
doesn't mean-
The data says otherwise, son.
Oh, are you calling me not lame?
Yeah, you're not lame, Justin.
Thank you.
Justin, the reason I give you a hard time, Justin, because I love you.
No, I don't think so.
Yes,
I think
it
you
is.
just like to push our buttons.
The reason I give you a hard time is because you're dumb. No, I'm just kidding. No, because I don't know. You just do the things you like to do, and I'm like, don't do those, and you do them anyways, and I'm like, don't do those.
Yeah, but you know already why. We already discussed this last time, why I'm like the way I am. I wasn't always the way I like I am, but you understand. Imagine someone being in prison and getting out of prison, but to like a large scale. I'm trying to adjust back to living with people. To simplify the whole thing.
Well,
It
yeah,
doesn't
I
matter
guess
because
so.
you look at somebody like, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But look at my point of view. I'm hard-headed. I'm stubborn. Now imagine me drinking and being like Super Saiyan level of that. Of course.
I just
I'm-
want to cry all the time.
It's just period. It's just working. Shut up. Up here. Because, we discussed that already.
You'll be alright.
Yeah.
But- What? No, say it.
Say it.
So I was gonna say we got the whole day off, and we're doing this at 7:30 p.m.
Oh yeah, what took you so long
Took us on for what?
to go work out? What time did you take off? What time did you leave?
11 o'clock?
And you got back at what time?
1:30?
You got back at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I got back at like 2.
Why 1:30? Why'd you say 1:30?
Because I left there at 1:30.
No.
But yeah,
Because I work out. It's like I do.
kind of a long day.
Yeah.
But the point is,
You should have left at like 6.
I'm not gonna wake up that early on my day off. Like I hardly get to sleep.
sorry.
You farted? I thought that was Zen. That's gross.
Really, you farted before? But yeah.
We digress.
Hmm?
I said we digress.
We digress.
Back to.
The segment "Get Out of My Hole," which is my turn.
Oh yeah, it is your turn. Hey, all right, cool. I'm excited.
Okay.
The word
for
today.
The word of the day. The word of the day for "Get Out of My Hole" is. Y'all ready?
Do you know the definition and everything? What about a sentence?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
still trapped. All right. Word of the day. Y'all ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Malacca.
Malacca.
That's
Malacca.
racist.
You fucking Malacca.
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 All right. First guess, go.
Malacca. Can we use it in a sentence, please?
Well, okay,
Malacca
something that
that-
doesn't give it away, like
This one's hard not to give it away.
okay.
But
So
Try to use it in a sentence that wouldn't give it
No,
away.
there's no way he can. Like honestly, there's no way you can use.
yeah, this one is not like pterodactyls or calipigian. This one's just like if I say it, it's like get dig.
Yeah,
So the word is malacca.
like I would
Malacca.
say it's like shit, shit.
It's an English word.
Mm,
Hey, that's not. It better be an English word. It better not be a different language. We didn't agree to that.
That wasn't in discussion.
Yeah, it was.
Well, it's kind of an English word. I mean, malacca.
Well, new rules. This has to be.
Okay, fine. After this one, only English words. But yeah, the word is malacca.
I thought that was like.
Is it not English?
I thought it
No?
sounds like a Russian word or like a German word.
malacca. Malacca.
Caca.
Probably, I would say like crimedy, like
Malacca.
Your guess. What's your guess?
Is it used to describe something?
It's a verb.
What are verbs? Oh, like running? That's a verb, right? No.
Could
Verbs
be
are
as-
is and ahs and does.
Well, it could be. No,
What's a verb?
well, it's one of those words where it could be a verb or a noun.
Oh, so describing something.
Malacca.
I stand by what I said.
Malacca. Me likey
Oh my
Malacca.
god.
Malacca me some Justin.
I think it's art.
Malacca.
Shout out to Art.
Malacca. Is it good or bad?
Mm,
Fuck. I mean, no. Malacca.
It sounds like what Rakishi would say, the wrestler, if he was still alive.
I don't know. Malacca.
You give up?
Y'all give up? Do you give up?
I feel like something when they're mad, it's what they say.
That's what I said.
Oh, you did?
I said shit.
Oh, I guess. An angry person would say this.
Well, you didn't really say that. That's you said like, oh, Malacca.
Like, oh shit.
No, but like you're just saying like that, but she's more like someone says angry.
Okay, well.
It's angry?
So, well, you're done? That's your answer?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
She's right.
Okay.
Think of it. Okay, Malacca. Malacca is one of those words. It's one of those words. You know how like
it's English? No.
it's Greek. It's a Greek word.
Oh.
It's a Greek word.
That's not
That-
cool, dude. That.
That means basically the definition of it is championship masturbator
Oh my.
or jerk off wanker. in
Oh,
English terms.
okay.
You know how Mexican how we say like, "Hey, what's up, puto?" to your friends.
Yeah.
Basically, that's the way Greek does it.
Malacca.
To your friends,
Yeah.
like, "What's up, Malacca?" Means like, "What's up, you fucking jerk off?"
You fucking jerk off.
Sorry,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Interesting.
Or it's like, you know,
He's not
Malacca.
sorry.
Or like you see someone like being a shithead, like Malacca.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Pinche
it's
Malacca.
asshole jerk. So if you have any Greek friends, don't tell them because you get punched in the face. Yeah, Malacca.
That's pretty cool.
When you're in Greece, do not say that word.
We should go to
If you
Greece.
hear someone call you Malacca, and then you know they're calling you
we should go to
shithead.
Greece.
That'd be
We
cool.
should do a lot of things.
We should do a lot of things.
Interesting. Now to Justin's lies.
Justin's lies.
Just lies.
Oh.
Just lies.
Ah, fuck. I forgot about that. So what is it? 3 truths or what?
You have 1 truth, 2 lies.
1 truth, 2 lies. 1 truth, 2 lies.
Oh fuck.
1 truth, 2 lies.
Search deep within your soul. La, da, da.
All right. 1 truth,
2 lies.
2 lies. I, at one point, what's the truth? What are lies? At this point, I tell so many lies that I think they're true. I remember when I was little, not little, I was in junior high, I pissed on a cop's car. It wasn't his car. It was his wheel. And he saw me and I ran away. And then when I was older, we were walking and my friend found some cocaine on the floor. So we were like walking back home, not home, but to his house. And the cops stopped us because we were underage and it was past curfew, and they were like gonna call our parents, and they searched us. They found the coke, and we all like took off and ran because it was only one of him, and the backup was on his way. And we jumped like fences. We were going through people's backyards, and then another time after, I think it was after my graduation. So it was graduation, and then after graduation was a party. And after that graduation, we went to a party. I was all fucked up, and then the cops came and was like, "Hey, this place, like, you gotta shut it down." And we're like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Hey, how old are you?" And I'm like, 21. And I still don't even look 21. And I had a bottle of vodka in my hand. My friend had a bottle of vodka, and he's like, "You're gonna be detained." And I was like, No, like, I live here. And he was like, "No, you don't. You don't live here." I'm like, "Yeah, I live here. Like, you can't, like, don't, like, you live here." And he was like, "Okay, like, let's go in your house. Let's go in the house and show me a picture of you." And I was like, "Okay." So I go in the house. I go to the kitchen. I did not know where the fuck I was going. And as soon as I was like, "Oh, look, it's right there. The picture's right there." And he turned around, and I ran out the house. And I just kept running and running and running. And I left my friend there.
Interesting. Okay. Same cop the whole time?
No.
No.
One was a female cop. The first one was a female cop.
Oh, these are all cop-related stories.
Yeah.
So all 3 of them were
You
a
told 3?
story.
I heard 2.
No, 3. I peed on one
Real?
when I was little. The other, what the fuck? Oh, it was Zan. The other one was
You remember that's a lie.
what? What was the other one?
You got stopped with the cocaine.
Oh yeah.
I stopped with the coke and then the party.
And then
I think the party is the truth. That sounds like something you would do. Your face is getting redder.
Fuck. I think the pissing on the wheel.
Really?
that was the truth. You think that was the truth?
Yeah.
And you think the last one was the truth, right? No, the middle one was the truth.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Like, we had coke, and then we all.
Okay.
Split up.
How'd you? I don't know. I'm like, well, you want to dive more to that story?
Okay,
No,
so
allegedly, as
we-
a lawyer, allegedly.
my friend
Not for kids.
one of my best friends, the guy I was
Yeah.
texting, yeah, he had his backpack, and his backpack was always full of weed, and I knew how to make
Allegedly.
bongs out of like just water bottles,
Allegedly.
out of anything, and
Doing this for legal reasons.
and we were like, oh, let's go, because it was in San Benito. Shout out.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Shout out.
There's nothing to do in San Benito but do drugs. Well, anyways,
Should be
so
like slogan.
their mom was
No
never
shade.
their mom was never home, so we just had the house to ourselves.
Makes sense.
Most of the time, and it was 4 of us, 5 of us, 4 of us, and we were like, hey, let's go to the dollar store, because it was like down the street, but like 7 blocks down the street. Like you can see it very far in the distance. So we're like, hey, we'll just walk. And my friend took his backpack because he didn't trust like the person that was there at the house. And one of my other friends, he was like, oh, look what I found in the baggie. And then like he turned around, he picked it up, and I was like, oh fuck, this guy wants to smoke crack. And he's like, dude, we can snort it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like he doesn't want to smoke crack. He's not that hard. And and
We'll just snort it.
we're walking back. And
Are you Gator from the other guys or something, dude? Jesus Christ.
what?
Are you Gator from the other guys?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like just a stone cold drug dealer and we don't fucking know.
I remember. Well, okay.
You're a pimp.
I'll tell you after. Well, after the start. So,
Jesus Christ.
we're walking
Allegedly.
back, and then this cop, like, he doesn't turn on the lights. He's like patrolling that area or whatever, and he stops all of us. He's like, "Hey, where y'all going?" We're like, "We're going home," and he was like, "Where y'all coming from?" And we showed him like the Dollar General bag, and we're like, well, we bought like snacks and shit. And he's like, what's in your backpack? And my friend was like, nothing, just homework. And he's like, let me see your backpack. And he's like, no. So he fucking made us all sit down. And he looked in the backpack. He's like, what the fuck? Like, you're not supposed to be having this. It's illegal. You can go to jail, whatever. And then after that, he searched all of us. He found the coke. And then he was like, all right, well, I'm going to call whatever. And then we're like, fuck, what do we do? And we were all like spread out. Like, one was over here. I was over here. He was over there. Yeah, whatever. And then we all like looked at each other, and then one of them got up, and then he like turned around, and then I got up and I ran backwards. Like I'm sitting against the curb, and I turn around and I hop the fence and I just start running. And then I hop that fence and that fence and that fence, and then I get out and I don't even know where the fuck he lives. Like my friend, I know where he lives, but like not on foot. Mm-hmm. And I just run back to the house, and we're like. And yeah, and then like eventually 3 of us came back to the house, and we're like, where the fuck is this guy? Like, where'd he go? And then he just comes back, and he's like, dude, the cop was fucking chasing me the whole time. And we're like, dude, oh my god. And well, my friend took the backpack. Like when he like ran this way because the backpack was over here. He was on this side, so he just grabbed the backpack and just took it.
We still got the stuff.
And then after that, I went home. I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna go to jail for this. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then I remember this one time. Well, I was at a concert, and I was like, "Yo, dude!" Like this guy was like, I met this guy once, and he didn't like me. I don't know why he didn't like me, but he didn't like me. And I was like, "Hey, let's go to the car, let's smoke, or let's do this and do that." And he was like, "Dude, like, you're a bitch." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then like, he saw me like, on my own. Like he's like I didn't invite him anywhere, but he saw me and he was like, "Hey, dude, I thought you were a little bitch. Like, I didn't know you were hard." And I was like, "Okay, not hard, like, but like, you know." And he was like, "Hey, let's hang out."
What kind
like,
of concert were you at?
No, it was Anderson.
Oh.
Yeah, like the concerts.
So he saw you hard?
Yeah, because I was like all drugged out, getting into pits and stuff like that. That was stupid.
Oh, you were?
What?
Really?
What?
Like, were you all drugged out?
Yeah. Getting into mosh pits. It's the best. I don't do that anymore.
Allegedly.
I don't. It's just, ugh. But yeah.
Anderson. I think I went to Anderson twice.
I went
See
3 times.
Once with him.
See Attack, dude. Back before.
Was it in the field? And
No, it was it was the main stage,
I was there.
and then Fall of Troy. Saw there,
Dude.
I saw Fall of Troy. Like he threw a fucking.
I was there. Oh my god. I was standing right next to that bitch. She got fucking boom. Oh my god. I've never met someone that
I remember,
fucking.
I thought he was gonna stop the show. He's like, "Oh, dude, I'm fucking so sorry."
What was it? The end of the song, or was it like?
No, it was like before they did that famous song.
Oh my god.
Dot. And
Yeah.
It was before the song. He was like, but
You
he just do it so nonchalant, just like boom, and boom,
Boom.
and the bitches.
But she was like on someone.
Yeah, she was on someone's shoulder. She was like,
Fuck yeah.
And
Oh
then
my god.
boom, right in the fucking face.
It's so. And he was like, "Hey babe, you can go to our merch and pick out
Like,
whatever you want."
Go to the merch
Yeah.
too.
Dude, that shit was funny. Oh my god, I missed that. I remember seeing that and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then everyone was like, "You okay? You okay?" She's like, "Dude, it's just the water bottle." But yeah, that was the best.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
I saw some dude getting a. Oh my god!
Was that you?
Sad.
That was okay. That was
Shit,
that.
smells-
Dude.
Please stand by. I'm not gonna breathe in. Wait, please stand by.
Trey's really paranoid. Even off the podcast, he's still
Fuck
paranoid.
Well, because I have my reasons.
I feel like I'm paranoid, but
No.
not as bad. There are times when I like think of something and then I can't stop thinking about it, and I go on this like,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I really just try. If I feel a thought coming, swerve the other
You're
way.
like, nope.
You almost got kidnapped. How are you not paranoid?
This shit happens, dude. Shit happens all the time. Like,
yeah.
I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So. But that doesn't mean everyone's gonna fucking kidnap me. You know? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not paranoid. I just don't like giving away certain details away.
Why?
Maybe why? Just because.
Like, the color of your eyes are brown.
Got brown.
What's your blood type?
I really don't know.
What's your social security?
I really don't know.
You don't know your social security?
What's your card number?
What's the back
My card number is 5-7.
Also, shout out to not going to the doctor.
What do you mean?
Why? Because you're scared that they're gonna leak your information.
No, I got stung by
You?
I got stung by a scorpion, and the whole rash thing went away.
Oh, nice.
I told you it was gonna go away.
You
They don't have enough
fucking
venom to
hands,
like fucking kill you.
I
I'm
said
the
you
Scorpion
because you're afraid to order. You were afraid to order stuff online.
Yeah, dude, I got my shit stolen.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, I guess so. Anything that
Okay,
has to
you've
do
been
with my
kidnapped and you got your shit stolen online.
anything that has to do with my fucking money, that I'm paranoid of. Like when I was at work, I put my shit in my locker, or any like there are lockers that you can like put your shit into, but you don't have a lock, so whatever. People don't like go rifling through your shit. And Adriana decided to be a sweet girlfriend and buy me Funyuns and put them in the locker. And I was looking for an empty locker that looked empty because I had my keys and my like vape and my wallet. And I was like, okay, empty locker. And I fucking opened all of them that were empty. I didn't see anything. And I was like, what the fuck? And I opened every fucking locker. And everyone was like looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing? Did someone steal his shit? No one said anything. And then I looked at one that had yellow on it. And I opened it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh. And I was like, I don't know. I was mad and scared. And at the same time, relieved and loved because I had Funyuns. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. But at the same time, I was like, why the fuck would you, like, why would you do that?
Yeah, when I put it in there, I was like, I have a feeling he's going to look at this and not think it's his. But I was like, nah.
Yeah, sure
It'll be
enough.
fine.
I was there for like a good 15 minutes.
Oh
like,
my God.
yeah.
Good job. All right, that's it. Social media, follow us, Facebook,
Twitter.
Twitter,
No,
Yeah.
Twitter.
No, not Twitter.
No, Twitter.
Spotify.
Spotify, iTunes, Snapchat, all that fun stuff.
Is it fun?
This week wasn't fun.
I didn't say it.
What?